Welcome friends. So let's get started on activities. Hands on activities. So it's very simple my friend to work with an activity. Here I'm going to show you how to create a simple project and how you can uh, work on activities. What is an activities? As I told you, this is going to be hands-on. Everything that you're going to learn here by writing codes. So here it's very simple my friend. Click on start a new Android project, give your application a name. So I will name it, okay, activity demo 1, and this is my project location here, and I will select the default Android API level, that is a lollipop 5.0, and I will select empty activity. So here this is my main activity, and let me click finish and just wait for a while. Okay friends, so this is my project, and let me close the tip and let me tell you something about an activity. Activity is the fundamental block, or you can say one of the main component of an Android. Activity is used to display user interface. Activity is used to perform events on user interface, and without activity you can create an application but with no user interface. So activities plays a very important roles. Whenever you create application, your application is a collection of one or more activities, and you can perform navigation by using intent component that will come later. So whenever you create an activity, keep in mind all these activities are derived from, are inherited from one of the main base class, that is an activity. So whenever you create a project in Android, you will find out here in your app, in your main, and this is your default package, and here in the main activity you can see out here this activity is basically derived from app compat activity. And as I told you, all of the activities should derive from an activity, and this activity, that is an app compat activity, is basically a child of uh, an activity. So whenever you create a new project here, my friend, you will have app compat activity. This is basically a compatible activity, and whenever you create application by using app compat activity, your UI, your user interface will be compatible to all the device version. So here we have selected Android Lollipop. So you are going to get a compatible look and feel when this application run on Lollipop and the newer devices. That is something we call the backward compatibility. So here, my friend, is very simple, my friend. Whenever you create an activity, here you can see it is derived from app compat activity. So let me tell you a shortcut. You can press the control key, and here when you or move your cursor here, you will have a link available, or you can also press the command key in Mac, and when you click on it you can see clearly that this app compat activity is derived from the fragment activity, and this fragment activity is derived from base fragment activity API level 6. And when you navigate something like this, 14 support activity, and finally you get an activity. So these all, whenever the new version comes in Android, and this is Android Studio 3, or maybe later, there may be different type of activity when you create a project, but all these are basically derived from the activity. And also an activity is derived from the context wrapper theme, the theme wrapper, and here it's derived from context wrapper and context. So basically, we are working on a context. So why exactly these changes? The reason behind these changes, if you make a Google search here, something when you make a Google search, okay, when I select API level Android, okay, not an API level Android, this is the Android here. When you make a search in API level Android, so you can see out here there is a name version available here with the respective API level. And you can see out here in our application, means when I open a main activity, it is derived from app compat activity, app compat activity from fragment activity. So what happened when the Android launches somewhere in 2009? So they have a activity as at the base level. So whenever you create a user interface, you have an activity. But what happened when the enhancement has been made in each and every versions, new devices launches. So there is a need to enhance the user interfaces also. So that's why, my friend, when you navigate here, you will find very clearly, see, you can see out here API level 16. So this is the API level 16 Jelly Bean. So when Jelly Bean launch, they designed the new activity because the new devices arrived in the market. You can think something like, now a day there is nearly 4,000 plus devices available. So there is a basic need to create an activity that can be compatible nearly in all devices. So this is exactly the meaning of activity. Thanks for watching this tutorial. In the next tutorial, I will explain how to design a UI, okay, and we will talk about the life cycle of an activity, okay. So thanks for watching tutorial. Have a nice day.